Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about healthy eating hacks and tips and things that people often eat that they think are really healthy for them, but this actually all the misleading food that's not that great for you in high quantities. So I want to share with you guys some of my healthy eating tips and thoughts around this because people always ask me how I stay so lean and how I stay so fit. And people always think it's yoga, and honestly yoga is absolutely transformational, but the biggest reason I stay skinny and stay in shape is because of my diet. I eat super clean and healthy and balanced. I'm not saying I don't indulge and don't have treats and snacks and indulgent things. I definitely do. But from Monday to Friday, my 3 main meals a day are very balanced and very nutritious and very good in carb, fat, proteins, etc. So I'm going to go through that with you guys. And I also do want to say that obviously I'm not a dietitian. I don't have all of the factual information, so I don't claim to know everything. And take in mind that everyone's body is so unique and so different. So my metabolism is very fast and just pumps like crazy. So my body is unique and your body might not be the same. So just take that in mind when you're listening to any of this advice, because you have to make your own consensus of your body and what works for your body, because we're all so unique. So this is just a broad statement of some of the misconceptions of food that people make. So before we dive into this video, be sure to like it and subscribe down below to the Sharway if you guys want to join the Sharway crew, and of course comment anything you have below. So let's dive into today's video. Alright, so the number one misconception of food and what people think is healthy, and it is healthy, but it's also very high in sugar, and we're talking about fruit. So people always say, oh, well, I eat a whole tub of fruit in the morning, or a whole bowl of fruit, or I eat a banana for breakfast, or etc. You hear all these things. So fruit is good, yes. So there's good fiber in fruit. There's lots of vitamins and healthy things for you in fruit. However, it is very high in sugars. So it is a natural occurring sugar. So it's not like the fake processed sugars that you get in a chocolate bar. But it's still really high in sugar. So it is great to have fruit, but you want to stick more to the berries, like the blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, because they have less sugar than other fruits like bananas, pineapples, oranges. Basically any of the citrus fruits will have the highest sugar in them, and tropical fruits as well. So citrus and tropical are very high. But the berry side of the fruit family is definitely the better option if you're trying to keep your sugars down, because no matter what kind of sugar you're putting in your body, sugar increases fat in the body. So you are going to have, if you eat 40 strawberries every morning, you're still going to gain weight because of the high sugar and the mass amount of it. So just because it's healthy doesn't mean that it's the best healthy option for you. So I don't say don't eat fruit, but I say minimize the amount of fruit and the types of fruit you're eating and just swap them in and out. So I eat like a smoothie. I have a smoothie every morning with strawberries and blueberries. And then I swap in peaches and papaya sometimes, but it's only like once a week kind of thing. So just like being mindful of how much fruit sugars are in the fruit you're eating. So that's number 1. Number 2 is portion sizes. So people often think that, well, I'm eating healthy, so I can eat a lot of it. But like I had previously mentioned, eat 40 of anything, you're going to gain weight. So if you eat 40 carrots or 40 hot dogs, you're still going to gain weight because you're over consuming the amount of portion that you should be having. So everybody's portion is different, and everyone's ideal of what their portion is for their body is unique to your activity level, to your body size, to how much fat you have, to how much muscle you have. Like there's so many factors. So see a dietitian or get some good clinical advice on this, because I can't tell you what the right portion is for you. You have to figure that out. There's also companies like Beachbody, which have like pre-measured portion cups. So like figuring out your version of portioning or macro counting, whatever that is for you, they're just options. But I personally choose to intuitively eat. I eat when I'm hungry and I eat how much I want. And that seems to work for me. So it's kind of finding whatever is working for your body and for your diet. So that's number 2. Number 3 is salad dressings and sauces. So I often hear, well, I'm having a salad. So they pour all this salad dressing on it, and it's actually almost as much calories as eating a cheeseburger. So if you look at the actual calorie content of salad dressings, you'd be pretty surprised that it's higher in fat and calories than it is in like a regular meal. So be mindful of the salad dressings that you're buying. Try and buy the lower fat ones, or opt to use olive oil, balsamic vinegar, red wine vinaigrette. Things like that are natural occurring oils that are really, really healthy for you, and they also taste really great. You can also make ones with like mixing any of those 3, doing lemon juice, vinegar, all sorts of different stuff. So just have a look at some recipes and see what you guys think. So just finding some recipes that work for you. There's some great ones that are a bunch of mixed different ingredients that are really healthy. You can make yourself really fast in like seconds. So check those out. I'm sure Pinterest has many, many options. So that's salad dressings, and then sauces. So you often think, okay, well, I'm going to have chicken, which is healthy, and then I'm going to rub barbecue sauce on it. Well, barbecue sauce is very high in sugar. It's also very processed. So it's not actually the greatest thing for you. So I don't ever say don't eat things, but if you're trying to reach a certain goal and you're trying to be healthier, then maybe opting to not use sauces and use herbs instead of sauces on your meat. Or if you're using sauces that you put on your rice or anything like that, like teriyaki sauce, barbecue sauce, like yes, they taste amazing and they're absolutely delicious. But look at the ingredients and look at the sugar content, because the sugar can be very high, which is very fattening and very high calorie too. So another thing to be really mindful of, I try to just opt in to use sauces periodically. I don't use them all the time. I just season my meat with like natural spices like rosemary and lemon and stuff like that. So just trying to look at your options. All right, number 4. This is my big one. This is the one I'm always like, okay. So this is excluding keto. So if you're doing keto, totally different ballgame, because you're doing high fat diet for a reason, because that's what keto is. So excluding, this whole video is excluding all of those diets. Fats. Let's talk about fats. High fats. So there's this huge movement of like, fat is so good and you should be eating lots of fat and blah, blah. Yeah, I hear it all the time. So like specifically we're talking about avocados, olive oil, peanut butter, nut butters, all of those things. So I hate to break it to you guys, because I love these things too. Like, who wants to eat a whole avocado? Yes, this girl does. But here's the thing. Fats are really amazing for your body. They help you stay full. They have so many amazing properties for your brain health. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. I can't speak. On and on and on and on. Bleh. You know what I'm trying to say. But you should be minimal in the amount of fats you're consuming. So you shouldn't be consuming an entire avocado in one sitting. You shouldn't be consuming multiple tablespoons of peanut butter or nut butters. Olive oil is fine if you're consuming it raw, but it is also pretty high in fat, or any oil really is high in fat. So people always say they eat a whole avocado every day, or they eat nuts all day long. Things like that you have to be really careful of, because yes, they're good fats and they are good for you, but anything of a good thing or too much of a good thing is too much for your body. So be mindful of the portioning that you're doing with high fat foods, because it's just too much. It can be too much good fat, and it actually is not good for your body, for your arteries, and for your cholesterol, and all of those things. Those are all a factor of increasing levels in your body. So be mindful of how much fat you're actually consuming. And also, if you consume too much fat, it also equates to more weight, because avocados are fattening, nuts are fattening, etc. So yes, they're healthy and amazing protein sources, nuts, but they are also high in calorie, and depending on the nut, of course, too. You gotta look at all your different kinds of nuts, different nut butters. Avocados are one that you have to be pretty careful with, because they are very, very high in fat. So you really only need like half an avocado, if that, in one serving, in one day. Not saying you can't ever consume or overindulge in these things, but you just have to be mindful of how much you're consuming, because you don't want to be adding more fat and more calories in your body than you actually need. So that is number 4 on butters and fats and all that fun stuff. All right, number 5 is talking about protein. So protein is crucial and so important in your diet, every single meal that you consume. So you can look up the amount of protein you need in your body, and obviously you're going to need more if you are weight training or you're an active athlete. But most people don't consume enough protein in the day. So I think the average for a woman is like, I want to say in the 70 gram range if you're not active, something like that. Just look it up and you can figure out what you need. But most people are under consuming protein because we live in a very high carb world and high carb diet society. So people are all about sugar and carbs, and they don't really think about vegetables and proteins and fats. Good fats, I should say, good fats. So it's really, really important to be consuming enough protein in the day. Protein helps keep you full, helps give you energy, helps repair your muscles. The list goes on. You guys can look into your own reasoning for needing protein. But protein is very, very crucial in so much of your body, and more so for helping your body stay fully functioning. So I usually shoot to have protein in every single meal. It depends on what you're doing and how much you need. So do your own research and look into that. But protein is something that is often very forgotten about, and we tend to eat more carbs than protein, which is not good for weight management at all. So do your own research and have a look at your protein amount that you're consuming every single day. And then number 6, let's talk about cheat meals, you guys. Cheat meals are like the bane of my existence. There's such a stigma around not being able to indulge and have a cheat meal. And there's so much guilt in our society around cheat meals. And it's absolutely crazy. Why are we making ourselves feel so restricted that we can't even enjoy a pizza or a cheeseburger or some ice cream or all of these things? So cheat meals are totally fine and totally okay as long as you're having it like one day a week. If you're an active person, you're working out, you have goals, etc. It is important for a cheat meal to re-kick your metabolism and restart your body to be like bam, and then you burn more. I can't quote on the science behind that, but that's kind of the brief overview of how it looks, is that it actually helps to like kickstart your metabolism again. So it helps to like kind of kick it up a gear. So you've been eating super clean all week, and then you have a cheat meal and it just like, I don't even know, just sandstorm something. I don't know, I couldn't tell you what it is. But cheat meals are important, especially if you're working out and doing goals and doing all these things. It's very important, and it's super important for your mental health too, to want to eat cheat meals. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I love cheat meals and I love food. So why are we not having these cheat meals? Because I eat one like every day. But so cheat meals are important, is basically what I'm trying to say. Is very important for your mental health, for your body. It definitely does some good for your body. So can't go wrong with cheat meals. But yeah, that's cheat meals. Cheat meals are life. Snacks are life. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So anyway, those are my 6 tips for you guys on food mistakes that people make and misconceptions around healthy eating that people make huge mistakes on all the time. So I hope this video was informative and helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy learning about different food hacks and tips from me. If you guys want to see more videos like this, comment below, let me know, and be sure to like this video and subscribe down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.